All right, and welcome everybody. Welcome back. This is going to be the recap for the week ending on November 5th, 2021. Just go over just a couple things. We are still running the live webinars. This is your chance to learn a little bit more about my approach and something I found 30 years ago that I haven't disclosed up until now. So I think you're going to find it very enlightening. It is a new way of looking at the markets. And so you want to sign up and get into this live webinar as long as they continue to be live. Also, if you want to get into the trial chat room, you can do it now. You can have the first 7 days for free, meaning that for some reason you don't want to stay, you just cancel within 7 days. You won't be charged if you stay. It's only $50 per month, and that does include not only my charts where you're going to see the PAP setups on a daily basis, but also you're going to have access to the overnight trades that I put out. The daily trades it comes out every night, and those are positions you just put on and you carry them to the following day. All right, so not a bad deal for $50, but if you want to try before you buy, you can get in for the first 7 days for free. All right. So let's get into the stats. Let's look at them. Once again, this week I was just trading the Euro US. This is something that I really encourage people to do, is just stick with one, no more than 2 pairs. You can do very well, as you'll see, just trading 1 pair. So let's get into it. Let's see how we did just trading the Euro US for this last week. All right, so here we are. These are going to be for the PAP setups. This is one of 5 different patterns. This is called PAP, P-A-P. And as I mentioned, we were just trading the Euro US, And as we move into this new week, we will stick with the Euro US again. We'll do that for 2 weeks, and then we'll move over to the Aussie US and do it for 2 weeks. And the reason for that is to show you do not have to, and I do not recommend trading more than 2. 1 is what I prefer to do, but if you can't trade just 1 pair, I would definitely trade no more than 2. I don't trade more than 2. I recommend you don't do it. But particularly if you're new to Nadex and you're just starting off and using my approach, I would highly recommend you just stick with the Euro US. All right, you don't need a lot. You don't need to be trading a lot of pairs to hit your daily objective. Okay, and that's the idea here. Plus, every single one of these pairs has its own unique personality, and so you really got to identify its personality, because that is going to help with your trade selection. Okay, and so please just stick with one of these this week. Once again, I just did the Euro US. Next week, I am just going to stick with the Euro US as well. First trades of the day were also only in the Euro US. Hit at 80%, both morning and the evening. That means the very first setup. That occurred when I started trading. I took that trade. Once again, all of these percentages and all of these setups are available if you decide you want to do the trial membership. You will see those charts. I share charts. You'll be able to see those setups displayed on the charts. And I also mark them, whether they are a win and or a loss, just like we do in the live chat room. So you can track. Everything here is 100% accurate. You can track these in the trial room, or if you're live and in our live room, you can track them as well. But this is just for one single pattern. All right. So, once again, 73% in the morning, 82% at night, right exactly where I would expect them to be. If you've seen any of my prior videos, you know that we're going on, 16,000 occurrences of this particular, these patterns here in these 4 currencies, and they're all running in the 76%. This year, this particular pattern is running at 76%. And I have been tracking them ever since we went live back in 2019. Of course, I've been trading them live prior to that, but just since I offered my service to the public, I have been keeping track of them on a daily basis, and that is where we're running, continuing to run at 76%. Expect that to stay pretty much where it's at. All right, so, and that is pretty much across the board on all my patterns And if you get the core package, we do teach you 5 of those particular patterns. So as you can see, even if you have absolutely no experience, we're going to help put those odds in your favor that your first trade is going to be a winner, and all the trades. We're going to put the odds in your favor on all of your trades. All right. And that's where you want to be as a trader. You want to first have an edge. We can give the edge. The rest is up to you to make it work. All right. So that being said, good stats, pretty much what I would expect for the week, trading the Euro US. Let's take a look at my trades. This week I was trading core and CB. All right. I wanted to get a little bit more action in there since I am only trading the Euro US. So I incorporated core trades with my CB trades. Still had a really nice week. And once again, when you're trading short term, okay, a lot of people are afraid of trading 5 minutes. Folks, I'm only getting probably 2 setups every hour in the 5 minutes. So when you're trading 5 minutes, it's not like you're in and out, in and out, in and out, taking a bunch of trades. All right, I'm only getting 1 to 2 setups per hour. So it's not like I'm constantly going to be in the market. All right. These setups don't happen every 5 minutes. All right. So trading 5 minutes is not a very, it's not a fast approach. Once you get used to trading 5 minutes, you're going to see that you're only putting on a couple trades an hour. That is not a lot of trading. So don't confuse this with the fast action that you see a lot of these traders make, particularly in these shorter term time frames. That is not the way that we trade. All right. So nonetheless, you always want to be very selective, obviously, in what you trade. I believe you should find a pair that you like, stick with it. All right, stick with that pair and really understand the action of that particular pair. Okay. Also, I suggest go back and look at your results. Are you a better trader on the long side, or are you a better trader on the short side? All right. All of this is very important information if you want to be a long-term successful trader. All right. So you put in the time, you will be successful, but you must be willing to put in the time. All right. This is not a hobby, right? This is a profession. So you want to treat it like a profession, and I can help get you on the right track. I can help you use the right tools. These are the best tools that I've ever been able to find. The people that are using these tools now agree with that assessment. And if you haven't seen my webinar yet, I do have a free webinar going on right now. I get a little bit more in the depth in my approach to trading. I do look at markets different than probably most people do. So I think if you want to get a better feel for exactly how I look at the markets, I don't think you want to miss this live webinar. And there's several coming up every week, so make sure that you get set for that, get signed up. It is free, and I think you're going to find some really good information. Plus, I give you a nice little pattern that you can trade as well, so something you can start using right away, and it is free if you stick to the duration of the webinar. The webinar is probably going to be anywhere between 30 minutes to 45 minutes, so I think you're going to find the information very enlightening. That being said, that is going to wrap it up for this week's recap. Once again, going into this week, this following week, I am going to stick again only with the Euro US, not touching anything else. So I highly recommend that if you are an existing core member, make sure that you spend some time. We are going to be focused strictly on the Euro US. It does have some very unique little characteristics. We'll be talking about that, and definitely you want to make sure that you hop on board. All right. So that being said, I hope everybody have a great trading week. Please, if you like these videos, please become a subscriber and click that little like button, and also make sure that you hit the notification as well so we can keep you up to date on all the new videos that are coming out. And if you have any questions, you can always go to binaryprostrategies.com. You can always shoot me an email. Always glad to answer those questions for you. Make sure you get on to the next upcoming webinar. Also, I have a Q&A there as well. They are live. They're not recorded. So please join us for the next one. And everybody have a great trading week. And you all take care.